Heart to heart. Hello to everyone. आप सुन रहे हैं साइमा को on Radio Caravan 104.1 FM, and we have 15 seconds and we shall be live on the radio. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Heart with Saima. This is your host and your RJ, Saima Dillon. कैसे हैं आप? I believe in touching lives. So I tell people, you know what? Let's touch lives together. Everything in life is basically an exchange of energies. Everything I feel in life is whatever you put out there, whatever you sow, you shall reap. So this is extremely important for me uh, because if you listen to my show, I'm very philosophical, and um, and I just do a lot of self reflection. I look into where my life is, and I was just talking to this amazing Me Too who just left after doing her wonderful, awesome show. And I was just telling her, कि, life is just all about जब तक we are alive, we are going to be working on ourselves. And actually, for me at least, that's what life is all about. Um, you know, जब तक we are alive, जब तक I'm alive, I'm going to be working on myself, and I'm going to be, this is a lifetime journey, just evolving and growth, and ये very specifically जो मेरी जो जर्नी है, ये 2016 में शुरू हुई थी. 2016 was a very hard year for my family. We took a tremendous hit in our business, and we faced severe losses. And when that happened, um, you know, it was a moment where I felt like I was drowning, and there was a tsunami, and I was trying to figure out how to stay afloat, how to keep my kids afloat, how to you know make sure that my family doesn't completely drown. So there was a lot going on. तो ये journey मेरी जो है ये 2016 में शुरू हुई. And it was a very hard time because it's emotional, mental, physical, financial. तो ये journey उस time से जो शुरू हुई, and where I stand today, um, your thoughts create your destiny. Exactly where we are standing in our life, it is we are a byproduct of our thoughts. So when they say your thoughts create your destiny, it also means that we have the ability to change the dynamics of our life. If we have the ability to change the dynamics of our life, it means that piece by piece, you work on yourself and you work on changing your dynamics. So I do a lot of different kinds of listening, and when and I feel कि I do a lot of stuff जो मैं YouTube के ऊपर सुन रही होती हूँ, and हमारी बॉडी में कांस्टेंट सेल्स चेंज हो रहे होते हैं. Constantly our body is changing. Body के अंदर जो भी cells हैं, they constantly keep changing, and there's a constant growth. जो मैं 10 साल पहले थी, जो मैं 15 साल पहले थी, 20 साल पहले थी, 25 साल पहले थी, 30 साल पहले थी, I'm not that person today. You're not even supposed to be the same person. When you're born, you basically take in so much from your surroundings, right? Expectations, cultures, religion, everything, everyone around you instills in you. And we are carrying all these ये जो choices हमारे हमारी family की, friends, people around us, उन सब की हम उन चीज़ों को अपने साथ carry करके we move forward in our life, and we keep moving forward in our life with all those choices. But life में it is extremely important कि अगर नॉलेज के लिए एक प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद की ये एक वो है कि said if you have to even travel to China to for knowledge, you go do that. So it shows an emphasis on learning, on not book education, but on knowledge, on growth, on evolving. And that's what we are supposed to do as human beings. We are supposed to constantly evolve and grow and question and find answers. Yes, it's a very philosophical aspect of life, but I think growth, that's where growth lies. Growth lies from constantly evolving and constant growth, constantly testing yourself. And that's what we are supposed to do as individual beings. There's supposed to be this constant growth. On this note, I will reintroduce myself. You're listening to Saima Dillon. This is Heart to Heart with Saima. I come to you every Thursday from 1 to 2. And, I'm a real estate agent by profession. I've been doing real estate for the past अक्टूबर में 19 years हो जाएंगे, तो बहुत वक्त हो जाएगा. हाइज देखे हैं, लोज देखे हैं, एक एंटरप्रेन्योर की तरह ऊंच नीच हर चीज़ देखी है. You are able to reach me at 972-244-3106. 972-244-3106. You can get in touch with me. Please text me, let me know, or leave me a message. Let me know what it is that I'm able to assist you with. And I will get back to you. My email is VIP, like Victor India Papa, VIP at Saima Dillon, SAIMA VIP at simadillon.com. You're able to get in touch with me through any of those, those options. Like I said, I've been in real estate in the Dallas area for a very, very long time. बहुत वक्त हो गया. And even when it comes to real estate, nothing is the same. जो मार्केट उस वक्त थी जब रियल एस्टेट मैंने स्टार्ट किया था, उस टाइम के ऊपर आई रिमेंबर आई हैड अटेंडेड real estate investment की class, and जो the person who was teaching, the professor who was teaching that class was talking about selling townhomes in Salina. And I'm talking about 19 years back. So he was talking about selling homes in townhomes which were rented out in Salina. And right now, पिछले जो growth Salina के अंदर हुई है, the growth that you see in Salina is so phenomenal. Salina was expected to become the next Frisco by 2024, and Salina has already exceeded population growth, already exceeded Frisco की जो population है. It's an extremely well planned city and tremendous growth happening. Of course, prices have gone up tremendously. Prices are continuously going up. अगर आप Dallas Fort Worth का market trend देखेंगे, तो prices, अगर आप year to year compare करेंगे, prices are continuously going up in Dallas Fort Worth. Now, having said that, on the residential real estate side, I will tell you कि residential side के ऊपर Builders are building less homes. People are not selling as many homes because उनके पास interest rate, people who have lower interest rates, they are just holding on to their interest rates. And that's kind of where they are. They're just holding on to their homes and they're not selling, so not as much in the market. But on the flip side, ये जो time है, this has come after 2007. ये वो वक्त आता है, they say most people through real estate become wealthy, especially during recession, because that's when investors are still buying. Although residential real estate, there's not a whole lot of inventory for sale. People, वैसे भी इस वक्त market slow down हो जाती है August के बाद. The kids go to school, and yep, September भी slow है. फिर October आता है, market कुछ pick up होती है. But then November के अंदर it's Thanksgiving, and then we transition into Christmas and New Year's. So especially that, it's a couple of months of just the kind of very slow. But having said that, on the flip side, commercial real estate in the Dallas-Fort Worth area has just been doing so, is going strong. Restaurant industry is doing very well. तो ये सब कुछ क्यों हो रहा है? The reason all that is happening in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is because of the amount of headquarters who have relocated to the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Sherman is another city to look out for, which is just, probably next 15 years के अंदर, you're just going to see a very changed Sherman. Princeton is another very strong city that is, its eyesight becoming stronger and stronger and stronger. And there's a whole lot of things happening. Agar aap, I always preach and I always tell people that real estate is an investment which is for every single person. That's real estate right there for you. It's an investment for everyone, every individual, whoever is able to. There are different ways. You know what? If you don't have a whole lot of money and you think that, oh, you know what, I cannot invest in real estate because I don't have a whole lot of money, you still can, because you buy a house where you're able to get a home with 3.5% down. उसमें भी क्रिएटिव तरीके हैं, कुछ क्लोजिंग कॉस्ट वगैरह की adjustments हो पाती हैं, where the seller is able to do a seller contribution. So when something like that happens, it makes a huge difference. There are creative ways to do things. With the 3.5% down and seller contribution, you're able to get into that first house. And when you are able to get into that first house, stay there for 1 year. And once you're out of the restrictions where homeowners association will not allow you to sell or put a tenant in the property as soon as you buy it, उस टाइम के गुजरने के बाद जब HOA आपको अलाउ करे, तो you put a tenant in the property and you move on. If you need to, put a couple of people. So agar aap you're in your 20s, you've just started your job, you have the 3.5% to put down, and you put down एक कमरे के अंदर, you live yourself, बाकी 2 कमरों को you lease it out. And when you do that, when you lease it out, you're able to let other people contribute towards the mortgage and help you make your monthly rent. 1 year down the road, which is usually new builders' key requirement, builders like D.R. Horton, Lennar Homes, जो big builders हैं, and they do not let you buy as an investor. And keep in mind, if you were to buy as an investor, you'll need to put down anywhere from 20 to 25% in the property. which these builders will not let you do. A lot of the big builders, they do not let you. But I do have builders. They are currently, I have these builders who are building these communities which have lagoons. So they are lagoon communities, which with so many different features and so many different amenities. These are lagoon communities, and there are some builders in these lagoon communities which are selling to investors. I have clients who have bought with these builders, and you're able to buy and you're able to lease it out. So last time when I was having my show, uh, I was able to, uh, someone had called me, and they had asked about, talking about life as a landlord. So I always say कि even my clients, जो investment properties के अंदर है, I always tell people कि nothing is easy. Sometimes you luck out, and you will have some good tenants. Sometimes these tenants who will stay year after year after year, and they will just stay. 65%, over 65% people in Dallas Fort Worth, they rent. So when they rent, itna bada number hai of percentage of people, around 30% of purchases in 2023, and this is nationwide, investors have bought, and investors are holding at least 30%. Jitni sales hui hai, unme around 30% are with investors. So being a landlord is not easy. Usme bhi you luck out and you will get good tenants, and sometimes, yes, bad things happen. So I'll share this experience where I have around 4 family members, and 4 family members bought these townhomes with me in this particular community in Frisco. And again, this is that builder that I'm telling you is now in certain lagoon communities in Salina, in Anna, and they are selling to investors. And these communities where so with these clients of mine, where 4 of them, different family members, bought in the same community, uh, तीन के साथ हर चीज बिल्कुल स्मूथ रही है. Great tenants, everything smooth. Tenants have been there. In fact, in a couple of the units, tenant came and said, I'm going to give you a lump sum upfront for the whole year. So we literally got from these tenants a lump sum amount for the whole year's rent. But then with one of them, we got a tenant in there. हमने सब हमारा check ये वो फलाना सब कुछ करके, we had the tenant placed in there. And then some issues happened with the tenant. And we were like, okay, I asked my client, do you want us to ask them to leave because of those issues, or do you want the tenant to stay? And he was like, right now, he's agreed to give me 3 months rent up front. So let's give it a shot. And we did. We gave it a shot, and the tenant stayed in that property for 2.5 years. तो ये 2.5 साल पुरानी बात कर रही हूँ. And just recently, my client contacted me and said that, okay, you know what, that guy has disappeared, and he hasn't paid me for 2 months, and I need to go process an eviction on this tenant, so that we'll need to find another tenant for the townhome. So बाकी सब की चीजें स्मूथ चल रही हैं, बट ये इसके साथ शुरू में भी क्लोजिंग के बाद जब हमने टेनेंट डाला उस टाइम पे भी इशू हुए. अभी 2.5 साल के बाद फिर उसी टेनेंट के साथ इशू हुए हैं. And we had to get an attorney, and he's working to get, of course उसमें पैसे भी लगते हैं, and उस tenant की eviction का process they have to go through it, and फिर घर के अंदर से सारी चीज़ें निकाल के, sometimes the tenants will actually just leave things in the house. So you have to go in there. इसका पूरा एक process है. The process has to, you have to go through the process. You have to notify, give, the send a notice, a certified notice, make sure, go in there, remove everything. ये एक पूरा process आता है. So he's working with an attorney and he's doing all this. So, and the thing is, these out of the 4 clients, 3 clients are not even local clients. So they live in a different state, they live in a different city. So वो वहाँ से इन चीज़ों को orchestrate कर रही हैं. And I was able to, जो भी हमारे पास lease agreement, जो भी हमारे पास चीज़ें थी, वो सब हमने उनको, I provided. So this is so ये चीज़ें होती हैं. You're an entrepreneur, even as an investor, it's a business. You'll win some, you'll lose some. कुछ लोगों के साथ ज़्यादा चीज़ें होती हैं, कुछ लोगों के साथ इतना नहीं होता. And I will tell you this, when the more laid back you are, the less happens with you. But the more of an overthinker, जब आपका दिमाग हर वक्त ये सोच रहा है कि okay, who's out to get me, या ये कर लूँ या वो कर लूँ, what is in it for me वाला जो एक mindset होता है, उसके अंदर a lot more goes wrong for you when you're always thinking, okay, इस चीज़ में मैं कैसे benefit कर सकूँ, उस चीज़ में मेरा क्या फ़ायदा है, मैं इधर से भी ये कर लूँ, उधर से भी ये ले लूँ, उधर से भी मैं जिससे जो भी ले सकता हूँ मैं हर चीज़ को ले लूँ. But you don't realize that when you have that mindset gets to you. Always thinking what is in it for me versus thinking, what can I do for others? What can I give to others? How can मैं दूसरों का अच्छा कैसे करूँ? What can I contribute? And then I have clients, जिनके through I've had sales. So we are there for those clients through thick and thin. And the reason we are there with those clients through thick and thin is simply because, this is not just work. This is a lifetime relationship with clients. 19 साल के अंदर, there was a time when you've done work with clients, and उसके बाद you've done work for their family members, and then you've done work for their kids. And you want to do the best for your clients. On that note, we do have these builders who are selling. On that note, we do have this builder who's actually offering 3.99% interest buy down, which means it's a temporary interest rate, which you are going to get right now. And, you might have, depending on the package deal, you might have a certain rate right now, you might have a different rate in year 2, and you might have a different rate in year 3, or so on and so forth. But based on what is happening in the market, right, we like to make sure कि ये 2-3 साल जो हैं, we don't really know how things are going to work out. So we want to make sure that at least the next 2-3 years you are in the best place and you are taken care of. You're listening to Saima Dillon with Heart to Heart with Saima. We are a minute away from our break, and we're going to be in the break. I come to you every Thursday from 1 to 2. You're listening to me on Radio Caravan. Join the caravan.com. You can go anywhere in the world, and you're able to listen to any of the RJs and connect with us from anywhere in the world. Or if you're listening to me on social media, then I do live stream. I'm streaming live on YouTube and multiple places on Facebook. I'm live streaming on LinkedIn. I live streamed the first 25 minutes of the show on Instagram. So which will be disconnected at 1:30, and then I'm still streaming live on other social media channels if you are wanting to watch and join us and see us in the studio. You're welcome to do that. You're listening to Heart with Saima. We talk about real estate, we talk about the heart, and I'll see you after the break. All right. Well, how's everyone doing? Break your pahe. And so I just got my hair chopped off yesterday. And then I changed the color of my hair too. So something different because I like to try different things. So here, that's kind of where we are, and we're going to come back and okay. तो आपकी लाइफ में क्या चल रहा है? What's happening in your world? Instagram, thank you all for being here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to disconnect from Instagram, and you can still watch me on Facebook or YouTube or uh, LinkedIn. Take care and stay well. Radio Caravan, this is Saima. You're not on air. Yes, Aisha, थोड़ा सा टाइम है अगर आप बात करना चाह रहे हैं बताएं. How can I help you? जी बताएं. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So builder didn't you were not using you didn't get qualified through builders mortgage company. So why so uh, if you would have done that, they would have refunded you your money, right? Yeah, yeah. Did you try going to Dream Home Mortgage? Why don't you do that? It's 972-245. क्योंकि मेरे पास भी टाइम बिल्कुल थोड़ा सा रह गया. Unless you do you want to call back after the show is over at actually I have a call me at 3 o'clock and here's इस पे अगर आप मुझे टेक्स्ट कर दोगे तो मैं आपको it's 972-244-3106. हाँ, and 972-245-5626. That's their number. Call and speak to Hussein Panchwani, and they are great at what they do. But I do have to hang up because I have 30 seconds left before I have to go back. Okay, you're welcome. Bye. सो कॉल आ गई कॉल के अंदर Hello, hello. Welcome back. You're listening to Heart with Saima. And मैं आपके पास आती हूँ हर Thursday को from 1 to 2. And I come here, मैं अपने दिल को अपनी हथेली के ऊपर लेके फिरती हूँ. So I come here and I talk about everything जो कि under the sun, including, different things of my life, different aspects of my life that I have gone through. And, I feel कि ज़िंदगी किसी की भी आसान नहीं होती. And, something that I recently heard where it said that we are exactly where we are meant to be. And हर इंसान की ज़िंदगी का जो सफ़र है वो मुख्तलिफ है. और कभी खुशी कभी गम कि ज़िंदगी ऐसी ही चलती रहती है. We are always in some form or the other, we are trying to fix things, we are trying to get through things. But जब जब हम अपने ऊपर से चीज़ें शेड करते जाते हैं, हमारी ज़िंदगी सिंप्लीफाई होती जाती है. और मैं अपने आप को the past few years there've been a few life changes मेरी ज़िंदगी में. और वो सब चीज़ों को के through going through and trying to problem solve and trying to figure out how to bring balance in my own life. Having done that, I felt, okay, how do I focus? Because there's so much noise around me, right? It's also people who love you, right? And they want good for you from their perspective. But people love you, and they feel कि certain things in your life they want to see, because they feel कि उन चीज़ों से those things are going to be better for you. And perhaps it is, and perhaps it isn't. But that's okay. Because ये जिंदगी में हम जब तक we are in this world and we are in this life, there's always change in the sense that things are coming our way and we are supposed to embrace them. Because जब तक हम उस change को embrace नहीं करेंगे, उस वक्त तक we don't know कि वहाँ पे कौन सी चीज़ आपके लिए इंतज़ार कर रही है and what it's holding. Our brain, कुछ भी गलत होता है, कोई हमारे लिए कोई गलत बात करते, कुछ गलत बोल दे इंसान, तो वो चीज़ें जिनसे आपको तकलीफ पहुंचती हैं, आप कॉन्स्टेंटली उन चीज़ों के बारे में सोचते रहेंगे, राइट? यू आर कॉन्स्टेंटली थिंकिंग. वो आपका ब्रेन जो है टेप रिकॉर्डर की तरह टिक 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 वो चलता रहेगा ऑन रिपीट, राइट? इट कीप्स गोइंग एंड गोइंग एंड गोइंग. और वो सोचें आपके दिमाग में जब चलती रहती हैं, तो दैट ओवरवर्क्ड ब्रेन जिसके अंदर वो कांस्टेंट सोचें चल रही हैं, it ends up hurting you and it ends up harming you. Because ये लाइफ में हम जब तक हैं तो चैलेंजेस भी आते रहेंगे, अच्छी बुरी चीज़ें भी होती जाएंगी. But what I'm listening to right now, it's basically saying that all this is exactly how it is meant to be. And we are exactly where we are meant to be. And having said that, if you're listening to my radio show, you're listening to me on 104.1 FM, 700 AM. join the Caravan.com. I am a real estate agent by profession. I'm a huge proponent of encouraging my clients to be real estate investors. You're able to reach me. You're able to reach me at 972-244-3106, 972-244-3106. I don't answer unknown numbers. Leave me a message. Let me know what it is that you're looking for and how I can be of assistance. Follow me on social media. I am very active, especially on Facebook under Sima Dillon, Dhillon. So I'm very active. Follow me. If you know anyone who is looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, I would love your referral. I will tell you that we have this land for sale, which is in Princeton. It's under the land is it's 100 and I think if I remember correctly, it's 117 lots. 117 lots, and this is in Princeton. If you are looking in Princeton, 117 lots, and they are around 90 days from receiving permits. So अगर आपका इंटरेस्ट है 972-244-3106 vip@simerdillon.com. Please do send me a message. Email me. Let me know if this is of interest for you. There is a smaller 6.4 acre of land, which is in Little Elm. It's zoned for townhomes, and they are very close to getting the permits for it. So there are these different opportunities. If you are looking for an event center, we have an event center where it was actually a church for sale. It is in on 35, close to 35 in Denton. Agar aapka interest hai, please do reach out to me. This is a church which can be used as an event center. It is in Denton. So much is happening in the world of real estate. There are builders who are out there offering rate buy downs. They're offering different kinds of incentives for people to get involved in investing. So it's up to you. I think everyone should be a real estate investor. Of course, it will be in different capacity. हर चीज हर इंसान के लिए नहीं है, and that goes for real estate investors as well. कि हर चीज जो है, हर investment is not for every person. So it depends on what will work for you. So, having said that, there is, the commercial real estate key market is going strong in Dallas Fort Worth. Job market is strong in Dallas, and there are a lot of headquarters which are relocating to the Dallas Fort Worth area. But there's McKinney has an airport, so yeah, airport. There are different things happening in so that airport is turned into something which is able to start taking in some commercial flights as well. So different things going on in the world of Dallas Fort Worth real estate. And if there are any questions I can answer for you, please do reach out to me. Wherever your kids might be in studying, please help them become real estate investors and manage the property wherever they are living in, and they're able to bring in roommates and help them pay off the property. So that is all happening in the world of real estate. There is a home which is it's in the ETJ in Aubrey, ETJ, which is outside city limits. It's around 20 acres. It is around 25 acres. 15 acres are in the floodplain. Baki 10 ke upar, they do have a 5,000 square feet home, which they do Airbnb on. And they do have another event. They have an event center on it, which is 5,000 square feet as well. and the event center can has a capacity of around, holding around 180 people. So that right there is another opportunity. If someone is looking to buy a home, if you want to stay in there yourself, or if you want to continue leasing out the house for Airbnb and live and rent out the event center, this is in Aubrey. अगर आपका इंटरेस्ट है, प्लीज़ डू रीच आउट टू मी. 972-244-3106, VIP at Saima Dillon, SAIMA VIP at saimadillon.com. I feel that life is basically, we are surrounded by tiny miracles in our life. And life is filled with miracles. अगर हम अपने इर्द गिर्द देखें, so सब नजरिया है, right? Everything is all about perspective in life. अगर हम लाइफ को देखें कि ग्लास आधा भरा हुआ है या ग्लास आधा एम्प्टी है, सब नजरिया है, राइट? अगर हम अपने इर्द गिर्द देखें और अगर हम ये देखें कि जिंदगी में और किसी चीज को छोड़े, आई फील कि द ह्यूमन बीइंग is the most brilliant creation of our creator. And I do believe that everything, yes, इस कायनात की हर चीज, हर इंसान, हर चीज is created by the same creator. हर चीज. And I feel that we are meant to live in love and harmony with each other. I also believe that life कि हम जिस स्टेज के ऊपर होते हैं, whatever stage of life we are in, we attract the same kind of people in that phase of life who cater to you based on whatever it is that you are putting out there. And जिस moment के ऊपर आप अपना mindset change करते हैं, and you turn from someone who is always thinking what is in it for me, मैं इस इंसान से क्या ले सकता हूँ, मैं उस इंसान से क्या ले सकती हूँ, मैं किससे क्या क्या ले सकती हूँ और मैं क्या क्या लेके, then universe does the same thing from you. The universe is like, okay, you know what, this person is taking and always of this mindset कि मैं क्या ले सकता हूँ, how, what can I take from others, then the universe will keep taking things from you. Because life is an equal exchange of energies. कि whatever you sow, you shall reap. जो डालोगे वही पाओगे. So whatever you invest, जो जिस रिश्ते में आप डालोगे, that is what you're going to receive. So everything is an equal exchange. And I think कि life के अंदर जब आप उस point के ऊपर जब आप ये realize करते हो कि you know what, the best of the best you are going to receive when you are giving. Because whatever you are giving, you might think, oh, मैं हर वक्त दे रही हूँ, but it's also going to come back to you. But of course, you can only give to others अगर आपका खुद का cup full हो. So I have a women empowerment group on Facebook. It's called Women of Noor, WON. And one is on Facebook, and it was started in 2016. And over the years, there were times where I was able to give more to it, and there were times when I just did not have anything to give to it because मेरे खुद के पास कुछ नहीं था. Because you're only able to give when your own cup is full. You are only able to serve from the overflow. और जब आपका खुद का कप अगर खाली होता है, तो उस वक्त you don't really have anything to give to others. So I've been in and out of that space, and now I'm coming back to that space where I feel, okay, you know what, I want to start giving more to the group. When we look around, and we see so many broken hearts, so many people hurting, so many people जो आपके इर्द गिर्द की choices और conditioning की वजह से you are just um, आपके ऊपर इतना बोझ आ गया है कि आप फंक्शन नहीं कर पा रहे होते हैं अपनी लाइफ के अंदर. And we see so many women who come through on that group of women of Noor, who are going through so many different experiences and hardships, or so many things, right? जिसके अंदर आप उन रिश्तों में भी फंसे हुए हो जिन रिश्तों से आपको खुशी नहीं पहुंचती है, and all those relationships do is just suck everything out of you, and they are toxic relationships, all just taking from you. Or even if they are not toxic relationships, but perhaps you no longer have anything left to invest in the relationship, बिकॉज वो चाहे शादी के रिश्ते हों, वो चाहे दोस्तियां हों, वो चाहे हर रिश्ते की एक डिमांड होती है, हर रिश्ता इज नीडिंग समथिंग बैक. कुछ रिश्ते में आप डालेंगे ही तो कुछ रिश्ते में से निकलेगा. बट इफ यू हैव नथिंग लेफ्ट टू गिव, देन वो एक बंजर जमीन की तरह हो जाएगा, where there is nothing growing in there anymore, and it's serving no one. So every relationship requires, it's a two-way street, and you have to put in even husband and wife ke rishte ke andar. So I have a podcast which I started um, in 2020 COVID ke andar, and वो podcast मेरा खुद का कप उस वक्त एम्प्टी था जब मैंने वो पॉडकास्ट शुरू किया. But वो podcast started to change my life. And it simply started to change my life because I had every single week, hundreds of hours of wisdom learning from other people. जो भी गेस्ट आ रहे थे उनसे मैं सीख रही थी. People who were coming there. And I had a psychiatrist friend, Joe Toronto, say would connect with me on first Tuesday of every month, and Nancy, and we would sit there. He was a psychiatrist. He had an empathy clinic, and Nancy had her own expertise, and we would sit there and we would discuss life. और ये सब process के अंदर, it helped me heal. Because so much I could just talk about my life, what I was going through, what I was experiencing. कितनी बड़ी जो चीज है which holds us back is लोग क्या कहेंगे. We stay in situations which are toxic, which suck out all the energy from us. And we stay in those, a lot of people stay in those relationships. Sometimes it's because that's where you're comfortable. Sometimes you don't know how to move on your own. And a lot of times it's because you are worried about what will people say if you take certain decisions. What will people say? So here's what the thing is. It does not matter what people say. Forget about what people will say. This life to live, this is one life to live. And life is a series of thousands of tiny miracles. अगर हम अपने इर्द गिर्द देखें, हम इतनी अपनी ज़िंदगी गुजार देते हैं ये फ़िक्र करने में कि हमारे रिश्तेदार क्या कहेंगे, हमारी फैमिली क्या कहेगी, हमारे नेबर्स क्या कहेंगे, हमारे दोस्त क्या कहेंगे, कम्युनिटी क्या कहेगी. हम इतनी अपनी ज़िंदगी गुजार देते हैं यही सोचने में कि what will people say, कि हम ये भूल जाते हैं कि we are a miraculous creation of our creator. किस तरह से a child is conceived in the womb of the mother from a tiny dot जो कि blossom करता है over 7 or 8 weeks के अंदर, and then it starts growing, and then you give birth to a child, and then you're in this world in human form. What a brilliant, amazing creation of the creator you are, and how the creator has created you so complete within yourself. Placebo effect. आपको पता है कि दिस इज प्रूवन बाय साइंस कि अगर आप किसी को कोई दवाई देते हैं और आप अगर उनको बोलते हैं कि ये दवाई जो है ना, ये तुम्हारी इस चीज को फिक्स कर देगी, और जब आप उसको बिलीव करते हैं कि ओ ये दवाई मेरी इस चीज को फिक्स कर देगी, मेरे अल्सर को फिक्स कर देगी या मेरे XYZ को ठीक कर देगी, तो वो जो प्लेसिबो इफेक्ट है, यू स्टार्ट बिलीविंग विद your mind is such a brilliant and powerful tool that our creator has instilled within the human body. When you start believing that this is what you are capable of doing, then your body is meant to self heal. But जब हम इतने engulfed हो जाते हैं over stress कि what will people say, ये नहीं हुआ, वो नहीं हुआ, my kids are this and that, or शादी work out nahi kari, what if I go through a divorce, what will people say, my kid my child is a homosexual, if I let the child be who the child is, wants to be or needs to be or whatever it is, what will people say. ये सब चीजें जो हर वक्त इंसान सोचता रहता है कि कम्युनिटी क्या कहेगी, what will people say, it will drown you. You have different facades, you have different faces, you have certain face that you carry in front of others, and then there's a different face which is hidden behind hypocrisy, because you can't be yourself in front of others because you are worried about what will people say. And life just takes you down. आपकी खुद की जो सोचें हैं, your own thoughts end up becoming your worst enemy, and they drown you and they sink you, because you are become this byproduct who cannot be yourself, and you cannot live the best version of your life because you're always worried about what will people say. It's the biggest thing, biggest culprit are your own thoughts. So it's up to you. I think we are these tiny miracles of life. The human being itself as a creation is so dynamic and so amazing. We are such a brilliant creation. Our mind has the ability, it's proven by science, that quantum physics, how brilliant is quantum physics? This ability that we have within us to heal ourselves. We are so complete. You're listening to Heart with Saima. I come to you every Thursday from 1 to 2. We have 2 minutes before the show ends. And I come to you every Thursday. You're able to listen to me from anywhere in the world by going on to jointhecaravan.com. You're able to just go on to Saima Malik Dillon, whether it's Facebook, and follow me, or LinkedIn, you can follow me, YouTube, and you can follow me. I am streaming live in like 5 different places right now. So you're able to join in, listen, contribute, follow me on social media. And if I'm not your cup of tea, hey, that's perfectly fine too. I'm okay with that. You be you, and you stay blessed wherever it is, in whatever space that you are. And I will continue doing what I do best, and I believe in touching lives. And again, there's har insan mukhtalif hai, and I think that's okay. It's okay for us to let people be who they are, and not everyone is everyone's cup of tea. I come to you on Thursdays. And if you are wanting to, I am a real estate agent by profession. I've been doing real estate for 19 years in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. 972-244-3106. If you know anyone looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate, or you are in investment properties and you are in commercial real estate, please do reach out to me. 972-244-3106, VIP at simadillon.com. Thank you for being a part of my journey. I will see you next week.